So hello and good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mad PD 2020. Thanks for joining us. So today I'm Ramona Maharg, and if you want to ask me questions about my presentation or you think of something later on you want to tweet me about, my DMs are open. You can find me on Twitter at Ramona Maharg. So let's get going on this. So I'm going to talk to you today about using Google Sites, mainly for mainly for online learning, but you can use them for lots of things. For example, I have one as like a professional portfolio. I also have a classroom regular website where I've embedded a calendar and all kinds of things that we do through the year. But the one I really want to show you is the one we're using for remote learning. So the reason I chose to do this was so that my students who are special ed students and have some fairly significant needs really struggle with passwords. And I wanted a website so that their parents and themselves could get at these resources quickly and easily without having to worry about a password and get them at any time of day. So you can see I've linked all kinds of things to it. We got this is a choice board. So basically I created a choice board in a Google Doc and I embedded that Google Doc on my website. And when you click on these, it will take you to those different sensory activities. I've included all kinds of videos that I've created for my students. For example, there's the choice board. So this is actually made on a Google slide. Same thing. Click on that. It will take them to the activity. I've created videos for picture read alouds. Sorry, it's a little slow loading today. So here would be a video that I've made of a story, and each day there I add a new story. There are math links, so games like Prodigy and different activities online that my students can access based on the different ability levels. I've got all kinds of phys ed videos, yoga, guided dance, Go Noodle, and there's a great section for my students who are Special Olympians and all different levels for keeping themselves fit and trim during this whole social distancing. Some asked for printable activities, so I just uploaded some docs that they can, if they have access to a printer, print off. A list of pre-vocational activities. I added some social stories for them. And for my students with ASD who are struggling to understand what's going on, and I have video and ones they can print out. And another parent asked me for some art and drawing activities for their student and some crafts. So I've got videos for that. But let's get right down to making one because that's what this is all about today. So you don't really need to see mine anymore. Let's close that off. And what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google Drive and you're just going to start. So hit the plus button, go down to more, and you're going to find Google Sites. Okay, and it's going to open a brand new site for you, and that site will live in your Google Drive. Okay, so it's created that Google site for you right there. And you can pick your theme. There's all different themes that you can change if you like different colors, but you are a little bit limited. You have to use these themes, okay? So we're going to give our site a name because that's really important, especially to start, because if your name is already used, then it will mess up your address for your site. So we're going to call it Mad PD Remote Learning. That's the name of our site. And we're going to add it up here too, because then you'll see that on every page. Okay, and we want to make sure this name is available. So we're going to go up to publish. And we want it to be called the remote learning. Okay. Oops, I put a hashtag in it. Can't do that. So MadPD remote learning. Oh, you know why? Because I had made one to play around on. So I'm just going to add that on the end. Okay, so now we're good. It has now been published. That's our URL name. That's our website. We now own that. Okay, so if you want to put a picture in the back, all you have to do is select an image. They have lots you can pick from, or you can go to the internet and upload one. Up to you what you want to do. For your first one, it's very easy to do it this way. You could also upload a GIF in there if you wanted. GIF, GIF. I like to do those. Okay. So it is now created. There are two ways to add things. You can use the insert button and it shows you all the different things you can insert. It's got layouts if you want to go with their setup layouts. It's got all the different things down here that you can insert and from where. And then there's the four main things. And I tend to stick to using that and I do my own layout because I'm just picky that way. So let's say you want to put a video in. Okay, so let's go embed one first. So easiest way to get a video, of course, is YouTube. Go to YouTube, get the share code, copy that. Okay, now go back to your site. Okay, you'll know it's a site because it's got this little icon. And you're going to paste that URL in. There it is. Boom, now it's on your site. Okay, so as soon as you publish this, you can play right off your site. If you had one, you didn't like YouTube, you had one in your Google Drive, you could insert from your Google Drive. There's your drive. And let's go recent. And you would find there's one right there, a video in your Google Drive, and there it is. Okay, so two ways that you can add video. If you want to add a picture, it's the same thing pretty much. So you could take a picture that you have. That's not a picture. Let's put a GIF in. So that's kind of like a picture. There it is there. Okay, so that's the slideshow. Or you could just get a picture off the internet. Or if you have Bitmoji, you could add your Bitmoji. Like pictures are easy, right? You could just pick a picture of a cat. And I actually have it as a GIF. So go into Google search and make sure you've got labeled for reuse. I like transparent images. Find the cat you like. This is the one I like to use for the cat came back. Copy the Google image and make sure, copy the Google address, Google image address, because you can't just paste this way. You have to do it that way. So I'm going to embed with that code. Oops. Picture. By URL. Paste the code for that picture, which I didn't grab the right code apparently. Copy image address. Go back. By URL. Paste that URL. There he is. Paste. Okay, so now you added a picture. So that one we took off the internet. And remember that we made sure that it was licensed for reuse. And I picked a transparent image. You could have picked different colors, or you could have picked like a GIF and put that in. Right? If you'd had a cat that you liked, you could do the same thing. Copy that. Except with a GIF, I believe they recommend you use the embed code. Let me just try that for a sec. Yep, there he is, but he's going to be big, okay? So I'm not going to put him in because he's going to be huge. Anyways, other things. If you wanted to record a book, just your audio, go to an online voice recorder. So for example, like this one, it's called onlinevoicerecorder.com. And you would just record something on there and it will upload it to your Google Drive. So, okay, so you can see it down there, but I don't want that one. So I just want it to reload and give us room. That's what it looks like when you open it. Okay, so click the button to start recording. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was Mad PD. And then you save it. You can see it here. And then you would upload it to your Google Drive, go back, and you can either embed it, which is probably what they would like you to do, or you'll find it in your drive. See, there it is there, the best of times MP3. So if you do it that way, it won't let you do it. So you have to go back to your Google Drive and find that one. Whoopsie. And you want to get the shareable link. So make sure that the link is turned on and then copy the link and embed it. So with audio, and I have had this happen to me before, it's always going to want to embed the URL. It won't let you just copy and paste or drag it over from the side. But see, there it is now. And you could click play and what I just recorded you would hear once we publish. Okay. So those are pictures. If you wanted a GIF, we showed you that. Text, very simple. Click the text button. Hello. Hello, Vikings, because we are the Vikings. And then you can change how it's set up this way, or if you want it right justified, you can bold it. You can make it bigger. Now you are a little bit limited as to what size. You can't just do any size you want. And if you want to change the color, it's going to depend on what theme you have. So if you didn't like this black and white theme, you would close that up, go back to theme and say, oh, you know what, I don't like this. Let's go to here. And look, now I have a nice purple, or I could do pink. Right? Very, very easy. And whatever size you type, that's what you're going to get. You can move anything around by clipping this tab and moving around while you're in Publish. Same thing with these. You can move these around. And if you decide you don't like something, you've got a picture in there you don't want, you just click the garbage and it's gone. So let's say I had a picture. Of course, I want a picture quickly and it's not going to give me one. Let's go back here, grab that cat. So close that. We want to put it by URL. Oh my goodness, that's not my day. Copy image. Stick her in. Anyways, if you don't like it, all you have to do is click the garbage button and it's gone. All right. Now, the important thing before we go is you have to publish. So you click publish when you're done. Anything you change, nobody can see until you click publish. So you could make all kinds of changes in your drive, and until you click publish, those changes won't happen. Okay? So you can see that I did have it set up like that originally, and then I changed my background so it was a little more dynamic and look like that. And it will show you all the changes you've made since you last published right here. Okay? So you would go to publish when you're happy with it and you're good to go. Now, this is still your editable site. So this is not the URL you want to share. If you're going to share your URL, you're going to have to go to View Publish Site. Now, this is what it looks like. And up here, you would copy and paste that URL, and that's what you would send to your parents and your students, and you're good to go. Okay. Oh, one last thing that I forgot to show you is you can add pages. So this is my home page. If I wanted to have a page that was just purely math, I just make a page that's purely math. Okay, so now you can see I've got my home page and I got my math page. And if I wanted a sub page on math, I could do a sub page, and maybe my sub page is subtraction. Okay, you can just keep adding pages as you need them. Okay, so there's and it's all navigable up there. You can change the background on all of these so that every page looks different. It's all up to you. So things to remember, of course, if you want to insert, you can do it this way, or you can double click anywhere on the site and it will help you do it that way. There's help there. There's lots of help online. And of course, you could just watch this video again. So I think that pretty much covers what we're up to today. And hopefully you found it helpful. And if you have any questions, please, 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 I am on Twitter. Please send a DM, or if you want to tweet something out, I am at Ramona Maharg. Thanks for being a part of MAD PD, and hopefully this was helpful. Be well and be safe.